the world raining down upon them. And you're familiar with these rims. Mikal Bridges, you see the way Mikal Bridges been playing? I ain't got nothing to say about it. I don't mind those picks giving up for him now. Don't bother me at all. Not the way he played the game, too. Keep that up. OG Anunoby, keep that up. Mike Brown's coaching exceptionally the way he is. Keep it up, my brother. Jalen Brunson, find your shot. Find your shot. You've been closing, damn it open, okay? You've been closing, but damn it open, all right? Karl Anthony Towns closed. You ain't been scoring. You're as great as you've been, MVP right now. You ain't been scoring in the fourth quarter. Let's erase that tonight. Let's have everything rain down upon them the way it's supposed to happen. And let's be one game, 48 minutes, 48 hours away from the first championship in 53 years for the New York Knicks. That is the message that needs to be sent tonight.
Can I ask, where is communion next? Is there a plate to pass the offering? Says Reverend Stephen A. I'm looking for a choir. I'm looking for a choir. Where are we?
Reverends don't look this good. Reverends don't look this good, but I got you.
See, Stephen A. He's done all this, and if he thinks I'm gonna be his amen course, he's known me.
I know
too long. And by the way, so just I need to establish. Once again, the guy leading your team is a Chicago boy, Jalen Brunson.
That's right.
And you know what? Mike Brown is a guy, as a coach, that I've gotten to know for years.
Yeah.
And he has earned his stripes.
Yes,
and,
he has.
and not just in terms of what he did other places, but also this year in New York. And they're just Karl Anthony Towns is one of my favorite players in the league to root for. In the recent years, all of them with Minnesota until just recently, the last couple. So I find the next Josh Hart, a DC kid who played at Sidwell Friends against my son's rival high school. They're just so many easy people to root for. Now, I've been in Madison Square Garden for more big games than he has.
Yes, you have.
And you know what most of them were? He talked about visitors and not welcoming them. Tell that to 23. I'm talking big games with this is not the first night the Garden roof and the floor gonna shake. They've shaken before because I've been in there.
It's not like this.
You know what? We'll see.
It'll be different.
Okay. You can promise that. Yes. What we have historically to go on is the Knicks have been tight in some of those big games. Huge games with a championship on the line. Maybe not a championship game, but since May 8, 1970, the Knicks have had a lot of opportunities in Madison Square Garden where they failed. I don't know. I'm not a New Yorker. I don't know if there's a connection between that sort of tension and not performing up to level. You guys have grown, you covered it, lived here, grew up here. You have a sense of that. I'm curious. I want to see how the Knicks react. I think the Spurs might have a little less pressure on them tonight because they're sort of, nobody expects them to win except them. And so that's not the case in games 1 and 2, where they had all the pressure. The Knicks are the favorites. They should be the favorites. They should go up 3-0. I'm going to wait and see.
All I want to say, Mike, is off your point. Think about how the narratives have changed. When we were coming into the NBA Finals, is this Victor Wembanyama's league? Is he, we haven't seen a player do this since LeBron. Who's coming out of the West? It's theirs. There was a lot of pressure on a team like San Antonio, who had never been there before, who was inexperienced, even though they did beat OKC. The emotional release that you saw when they beat Oklahoma City, a lot of people like Kevin Garnett was like, damn, y'all win a championship already? Like, there's steps towards success. Now think about everything pivoting back. Now it's New York in 4. It's our championship. I know everybody's face is locked in, right, on the Knicks team. But everybody else around here talking about, like, this thing is already over. Yeah. They ain't going on. We ain't going back to Texas. We're going to get this thing done in 4. All I'm saying is there's nothing better as a player than a dream. And that's how you have to think about it if you're the Spurs. He said something earlier on Get Up, which is great. It's the Spurs against New York. There's no better place I'd rather be at than it's me against a whole city. It's me and my dudes, because it's going to force us to come together. And there's no better moment for a guy like Victor Wembanyama or other players to quiet down the crowd. We've seen it happen before at Madison Square Garden.
Respectfully, first of all, a couple of things. In all seriousness, this is not over. I know that. We should all know that. The Spurs are a damn good basketball team. A matter of fact, they spent pretty much this entire season being better than the New York Knicks or anybody else outside of Oklahoma City. Even when the